Loading Screen is brought to you by Mike and Ike.
Can't do it!
What goes on in your head?
There's a new NPC. There's just so many new things that I think it's going to bring.
Hey, there's layers to this game that has people loving it.
Not now, Mom. I'm doing a podcast.
You know, the part of this song that's like dun, 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 is like reminds me of like a Rocky training montage.
Dude, I was jamming to this while we were waiting for the intro to play. I was doing a little dance. I don't know if you could see me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Loading Screen episode 144. We are getting up there. We should throw a party for 150.
Whoa.
Party hats, confetti, poppers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
That's that's an official number for sure.
150, 200. Oh my God, what? By 200, Nico, we might be famous.
Dude.
I said that about
and
100.
Jacob will be back for 150. It'll be epic.
Yes, we should bring everybody on board. Anyway, guys, welcome to Loading Screen episode 144, brought to you by Mavix and Mike and Ike, the comfiest chair and the sweetest candy. We have actually quite a bit of news to go over today. A lot of Summer Champ stuff, some VCT Masters stuff, hashtag NA, and and some other fun stuff. And so, yeah, Nico, is there a particular story today that you are looking forward to going over?
There's a couple. I'm very excited for all of our Valve stuff. Challengers, new agent, lots of fun stuff there from me.
That's
I'm
right,
also excited to take a look at what the 10 worst Pokemon spinoffs are, because I've not taken a look at that yet, and I'm interested to see what this article thinks are the worst Pokemon spinoffs. Because there's some gold and there's some real bad ones. Sure.
Some hot takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we got that to cover. I'm trying to think what else before we dive into it, but
Warzone, there's some new
Warzone
info.
2, Halo
Warzone
Infinite
2.
Season 2. It's gonna be a slow bleed on that one. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Nico, so we had Masters Reykjavik.
NA best.
Did you just pop out of Discord?
I don't think so. I can still hear you.
Huh.
Did somebody just join us?
No, I heard the Discord notification. Anyway, okay, talk to me about VCT Reykjavik.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand on my podium for a second.
Okay.
And when I think it was Masters 3 last year, Envy was like getting really hot. That was when they were. I think it was either Masters 2 or 3 where they were getting like all those like second, third, fourth finishes.
Yep.
All throughout challengers, and I was like, dude, this is it. This is the time.
This is going to be
Envy
the
is
team.
gonna
And
win
here,
Masters.
I thought you were just biased because you were working on their pieces.
I knew it. Wait 1 second. Which way do I gotta? Oh my gosh, I'm making it. There we go.
Oh, I didn't fix it. I didn't fix it.
But like they.
Hello, my name is Nico.
I knew they had it in them all the way back then, and look at them now. A few months later, we've got Optic Gaming, #1.
Optic,
Who is that roster but the old Envy roster? So I'm just saying, FNS, one of the best IGLs in the game. Yay, kind of nuts with it. I don't know. Very good team. I'm very happy to see them representing NA as the Masters.
They're also a very fun team to
they're
chat with and talk to. They're all awesome.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know what? NA was sleeping a little bit, but now I'm gonna say watch out.
Also, I was not a huge fan of the seeding for this bracket either. I think it's very annoying.
I hate how they pit NA against NA, dude. I hate it.
Right at the start.
I hate it so much.
Did any other region have that? I don't think so. I was looking through quickly today. I think we're the only region that had that.
Yeah, that was some.
They're trying to keep NA down.
That was some baby back bull. But anyway, so yeah, let's quickly take a look at Optic's run. They're taking down the guard. R.I.P.
R.I.P. I would have loved to see the guard go all the way, but I'm also very happy with this Optic finish.
So, like, I know you're happy with the Optic finish. Did you expect Optic... First of all, did you expect Optic to take down the guard?
Honestly, no, because the guard had just been so hot. But like, I don't know, on paper, like Optic, I will say Optic is like the cleaner, more experienced, polished team. Like, it doesn't surprise me to see that they took out the guard, but the guard were just so hot, and I don't know. I think that like next Masters, we might really see the guard go crazy. Yeah, if they keep on this hot streak.
Yeah. And you said Loud was the Brazilian team, right?
Yes. They are one of the 2 or 3 Brazilian teams.
So Loud essentially knocked Optic down into the lower bracket, and then Optic fought their way back into the grand finals there, taking down
actually,
Zeta.
Loud was the only Brazilian team, sorry. Nice. Yeah, so cool to see that Brazil got all the way to grand finals.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was your VCT Masters #NA what up. Let's go. Let me go ahead and change the song because I forgot that this just happens to be the Summer Champs song. So let's real quick hop on out of this esports news. I don't know why the discussion thing is up there, and transfer in on over to the Summer Champs. Here we go. Alrighty.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nerd Street Summer Champs 22. Did I say Nerd Street Summer Champs? Nerd Street Champs 22 Summer Edition. This is your weekly segment here on Loading Screen where we talk all things Nerd Street Champs tournaments featuring Apex, Halo Infinite, Madden, and Valorant. Okay, so we had some recaps. We're going to go over recaps. We're going to go through leaderboards, and then we're going to go through upcoming tournaments. Nico, I am about to be very long-winded, so if you have anything that you would like to interject, by all means, please do.
Well, I will. All
right, cool. So, first thing is first. Let me go ahead and pull up the video here. We had our Valorant Online Open 2. That was April 18th through the 19th. We saw a lot of great teams come out, and in the end, T1 walked away with that title. And we actually had a team Nearest Airport, who I have my eyes on because, for those of you that don't know, we're working on some projects upcoming, and Andy Anderson pretty much formed I believe it was a free agent team to form Nearest Airport, and they've been placing pretty high. They placed pretty high in the April 18th, 19th online. So yeah, but anyway, nonetheless, T1 walked away with that title. Coming up next, we have the Valorant LAN. Our first Valorant LAN in Brentwood, Missouri, at our local host location there. There was no broadcast, but we saw teams come out and compete for the lion's share of the $1,500 prize pool. Here we saw Aspire come in first, and then followed up, we saw Chimney Sticks walk home with that $500 chunk of the $1,500 prize pool. Guys, basically anyone can compete in these Valorant LANs. We have the weekly onlines. We have the monthly LANs. Nico, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Just come out and compete in the LANs.
It's like, I don't know. You can't get better without like coming out and competing at these LANs, because at the highest level, that's what you're gonna have to be doing.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to be able to compete on LAN. It's just a different vibe. It's like, even if you're a regular athlete, like, you can practice soccer in your backyard all day, but if you don't like get on the pitch and practice with a team, you're not gonna be able to,
See, you know that it's called the pitch. Jacob did not know that it was called the pitch. And he didn't know that a golf course is called the links either. Like,
I forget that golf courses are called links.
Well, I mean, there are link golf courses, but you can, anyway.
Linksys the router?
Uh-oh. My vitamins just fell off my desk. Anyway, so yeah, there you have it. Our Valorant Brentwood LAN in Brentwood, Missouri, local host location there. Like I said, no broadcast, but we had Team Aspire in first and Chimney Six in second, taking home the $500 chunk of the $1,500 prize pot. Now, the next thing I want to go through, Nico, is the current standings of our Valorant leaderboard. right now,
Oh.
we have XSET in the number 1 spot, followed by T1, Nearest Airport, the team I was just telling you about, Nico, with Anderson on it. Complexity.
I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah, Complexity and Cloud9 Gaming.
Is that in that order?
That is the order. That is the order. In that order.
I may be biased, but I don't know. I'm loving XSET right now. They're looking very strong.
Yeah.
I think I said it last week, but I don't know. I'm feeling XSET right now.
I'm curious to see who's going to dethrone XSET, if anybody is going to dethrone XSET. But my follow up to that is, like, if you guys like the point, there's a point differential between the onlines and the monthlies, and if you want to ride that top leaderboard spot, head to the LANs, baby. Head to the LANs. We're going to be talking about some upcoming LANs and events shortly, in a minute. But the next tournament that I want to talk about, Nico, is the Apex Online number 2 that was happening.
This is a crazy one.
Yeah?
This is a crazy one.
So happening on the 21st and the 22nd. Nico here put together a nice recap video for that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go.
What's up, everyone? Spider Tiff here. Tonight we just finished up Apex Summer Champs number 2, powered by Nerd Street, where we had Blackhand emerge victorious after being down 16 points in a deficit after map number 5. You know, who cares about World's Edge if you are gonna count on all your marbles there in Storm Point? With a massive 32-point game in map number 6, they beat out IRL and Rent Free, who will not be living rent-free in people's heads tonight, because Blackhand, after emerging victoriously in what was quite literal an uphill battle throughout the 6 games and into map number 6 as they worked their way up into Stormcatcher to take the victory. I know a lot of talk was to be had about Team HCS, but unfortunately they were going to be relegated to 7th place after a tumultuous start for them in throughout the 6 maps. We had picked them at the beginning to take first place, or at least top 3 in the money, to get some of that $1,000 prizing, but unfortunately they will finish in 7th place. Now, I'm Spider Tiff, and stay tuned for more Apex action powered by Nerd Street.
Man, I love that stuff. So basically, you know, HCH took the last one. This one, we saw a different outcome, right?
Yep.
And I wanted to pull up the... So basically, we saw... What was it? Blackhand?
Blackhand
all the Bs. I'm not with it.
The last game. Blackhand went insane on their last game. They were down 16 before map 6.
Yeah, look at that. 8. Oh my god.
And they finished with like over a 10-point lead, which is crazy. They won, like, I think she said 32 points in one game. They
That's
almost
insane.
doubled their score in the last map. Because they did good. I think their first few maps you could see in that HCS clip. I think it was HCS versus Blackhand for those last 2 teams in game 2. But they really struggled. I mean, I think like maps 4 and 5, they were like within the first, I think, 5 teams out both times. And they really, I mean, that last game was crazy. They were just picking off the entire map.
That's wild. It seems like HCH is going to have some competition
Sure.
coming at them. Look at that. Look at that. They jumped all the way. They were at, what, 18th, and they jumped all the way to 1st. HCH falling down to the 8th spot there at that point. My God. HCS, sorry. Anyway, Blackhand, Rent Free, IRL, Alter Ego. And now I want to kind of talk to you guys real quick about the leaderboard. The current Apex leaderboard right now, we're seeing HCH up top in the number 1 spot, followed by Lazarus and Revenge Tour. Now, HCH, Lazarus, and Revenge Tour all had a quite a big showing in the first one that we saw, Apex number 1. Followed by Revenge Tour, followed by CCE, UCX, and All Glory Gaming. So those are your current top spots for the Apex Legends Summer Champs leaderboard. And finally, chat, let's talk about the upcoming tournaments. This weekend, April 30th to May 1st, we had yet another Apex Online coming at you. And the Valorant LAN was canceled. Okay? Alert sirens. Okay?
Wee woo.
Wee woo. Wee woo. The Valorant LAN was canceled. That is going to be rescheduled. There were some conflicts with some other events, but that is going to be rescheduled. We will be sure to let you all know as soon as that news drops. And we also have a CSGO Valorant LAN. LOL. CSGO LAN.
CSGO Valorant.
CSGO
what?
Valorant. Yo.
Have you seen that, Alex? People have remade the Valorant maps in CSGO. It's
Really?
incredibly fun. Yeah, it's actually really fun.
All right, you're gonna have to let's talk about that next week because I want to see what those videos
Sounds
look
good.
like. I want to see what those maps look like.
Yeah, we can talk about it next week.
But to talk about CSGO, we have a LAN coming up in Georgetown, but it's not technically part of the Nerd Street Champs. It is kind of running in parallel with it. So let's quickly switch over. Let me change the song for this. Let's quickly switch over to our next segment.
Are we gonna get to talk about the new baddie in Valorant?
We will. After this, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fragadelphia 17. Where am I? What am I saying? Okay.
Frag tournament?
Yes, ladies and
Cash
gentlemen,
pot?
welcome to the Fragadelphia 17 segment presented by FTX US. This is a new segment, just like we've been covering with Nerd Street Champs. We're on a weekly basis covering all the Nerd Street Champs games. This is going to be the specific segment for CSGO and our Fragadelphia 17 circuit on a weekly and monthly basis. So our CSGO tournament series, also known as Fragadelphia, for those of you that don't know, is officially beginning this weekend. And in this segment, we'll be covering weekly recaps and upcoming tournaments. So we got nothing to cover today, but we do have I basically want to talk about the format of Fragadelphia 17. So, in the Fragadelphia 17 circuit, once again presented by FTX US, you'll compete in CS:GO in local regional lands for frag points and cash prizing. And as you guys can see down below us, there will be 8 lands, combination of local and regional. And get this, Nico. You ready?
Yes.
This circuit, Fragadelphia 17, these weeklies and monthlies are going to culminate in the grand finals featuring a $100,000 prize pool.
Dude, that just blows my mind. And like, honestly, like, I am so happy about that. Like, the level of play at Frag is always absolutely insane. Like, I cannot think of a group of players that could be like more deserving of a great prize pot. Like
it's
that.
absolutely nutty, man. It's insane. Anyway, so the $100,000 prize pool will be the culmination event, the grand finals for Frag 17. Yeah, so make sure you guys compete. If you guys are into CSGO at all, even if you're not, you don't have to be pro tier 1 to compete in Fragadelphia. That's one of the best parts about Fragadelphia. Nico, we have seen so many players go pro and get their name out there from Fragadelphia.
It's like my favorite thing to watch because like every year, like you see the few people that really pop the heck off in Frag, and then a year or two down the line, they're almost always signed to a CS:GO team, or
it's
now
wild.
People are switching over to Val. It's really a good way to get your name out there. People pay attention to these lands. So
that they do, my friend. And with that being said, we have our first LAN, Georgetown, Texas, this weekend, like I was saying in the other segment, this weekend, April 30th to May 1st. So sign up for that if you haven't done it already. I believe signups are still live, so you can sign up for that. Following that, we also have the second LAN. So I basically want to give you guys the next few LANs. The next LAN after that, if you can't make the Georgetown LAN, head on to Denver, which is, May 7th to May 8th. We got the Denver CS:GO LAN, and then the third LAN in our local host location, Brentwood, Missouri, May 14th through the 15th. Dude, the accessibility for CS is insane. Like,
honestly,
I'm so happy we're doing it.
It's so good to see too, because I feel like NACS has really struggled, and it's like, I don't know, I see all these tournaments and it's like that's like a whole new era of like NACS that is gonna be stomping around soon.
Yeah, I mean seriously. And then the last thing that I want to say real quick before we move on from this is once again for the grand final event. The circuit beginning this weekend in Georgetown. It's going to conclude at the that's amazing. $100,000 Frag 17 LCQ and finals, which is going to be a 4-day LAN, September 9th, at local host The Block in Philadelphia, PA. You can sign up at nerdstreet.com/frag. And once again, huge shout out to FTX US. Thank you so much for making all of this possible.
We love you, FTX.
$100,000. But last thing, like I said, for more information, head on over to nerdstreet.com/frag and sign up. Like I said, you can be any skill level. You don't have to be top tier. You just may become top tier, though, after competing in this. So, shout out once again. And thank you. Okay, and good luck this weekend for those of you that are competing.
Good luck, everyone.
All right.
Frag
Moving
out.
on. Dude. Frag out. No. Frag out.
We need to get a trucker radio just for the bits.
I have a sound thingy on here, but I don't know if you'd be able to hear it. Anyway, okay. This next, wow, this song is nice and yeah.
Perfect news for talking about Valorant's new agent.
Yes. Okay, so Nico, talk to me about this. Now, all you guys know, one of the biggest reasons I don't play Valorant is because I am butt cheeks at it. So, Nico, good
so
thing
am I.
you are our local Valorant agent. Talk about our new Valorant agent.
I'm a Valorant agent.
You are Nerd Street's Valorant agent.
Let's go.
Talk to me about the new agent.
Okay, so Fade, honestly, is already super controversial. People are saying she's going to be broken. Her abilities all kind of revolve around intel and revealing enemies. And people are saying, oh, she's broken. You can see through walls, wall hacks. To that, I have to say, one of the most consistently really high tier agents in the game has been Sova.
Okay.
With the ability to reveal other characters. And people have been like, oh, Sova needs a nerf. Some people think he needs a buff, which I think is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is the perfect counterbalance to Sova. It's not like she counters him, but it's another option. So your team comp isn't always exactly the same.
Right.
I think it diversifies the comps that people are going to run in competitive. I guarantee, at least in the state this character is going to be on launch, people are going to play her in at the competitive level. She's got basically, for anybody that knows how the Sova dart works, she basically has that, but it's almost like the Phoenix Molly, so it'll go straight up in the air and hit the ground, and anybody within eyesight of this ability when it hits the ground gets revealed. So it's a perfect way to get some intel, push on sight, figure out where your enemies are. She's also got a kind of gravity well type thing that keeps your opponents constrained to be in a certain circle. She's got a stun that works kind of like a raised boom bot that'll run onto sight in one direction until it sees somebody, and then it'll start following them. And then her ult seems sick. It's like a breach ult, so it'll cover the whole site and it'll slowly reveal people as it kind of echoes through sight. She just looks so good, and honestly, people are saying she's broken. I think she looks really balanced. I think that we needed another initiator like this, and I think it's going to diversify the comps we see in competitive.
So, the one thing I want to ask you, do you feel, having played Valorant as much as you have, do you feel, how do I say this? Do you feel abilities are getting repetitive?
No.
Okay.
I would not say so, because, they did say that not everybody's going to have completely unique kits going forward, and you definitely can see that a little bit in this, but it's not all of these abilities that she has, there is not another ability that does the same exact thing in this game. It's not like we're receiving the 5th version of Amali in Valorant.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it has the utility of we have E, which is Haunt. I think that's the one that reveals the enemies. That is, it has the utility of a Sova arrow in that it reveals characters, but it's a completely different throwing mechanics. So you've got completely different setups and lineups, and in times that the Haunt is going to be better than Sova Dart, or the Sova Dart's better than the Haunt.
Okay.
And honestly, I think the only like issue in things getting repetitive is if like people try out this agent and find out that maybe Sova is still better.
Okay.
And in that case, buffer, make it better. Or if she's way more broken than Sova is, then
right,
nerf her.
Awesome.
I think that having multiple agents that do the same thing slightly differently can be good.
Okay. There's your hot take. Not hot take. There's your
Dang, okay, Alex.
there's your agent scoop. That's what I'm going to call it. Your agent scoop from
like
Darth Mike says scoop a lot. There's your agent scoop from the NSG Valorant agent himself, Nico. Biko Narton.
Biko Narton.
All right. Thank you, Nico. All right, so the next order of business that I want to chat about is one that excites me. Surprise, surprise. Is the 2022 Halo Infinite roadmap. Very controversial, for sure, because it is yet another 6-month-long season. You know what? I want to go on record saying this, Nico. I want to go on record saying this. That negative gamers are so exhausting.
Okay, Alex.
Like, no, I'm just, bro, so exhausting. Like, I literally look at my Twitter feed the other day. I almost deleted. Hey, Jake, in chat, hello, how are you?
Jake?
Yeah, dude. I'm so exhausted. I hate gaming.
I hate me too.
Dude, I'm on Twitter and it's just negative. Like, guys, just enjoy things.
I can understand that. It's especially frustrating to, like, I don't know. It happens a lot with Pokemon too, where it's like the community kind of turns in on itself.
I get it, okay? I get it. But, like, come on, guys, just enjoy something. So I've talked about after seeing this Halo Infinite roadmap, listen, I'll call a spade a spade. It's a little underwhelming. However, that being said, let me switch off of this real quick and try and find a full image that I can pull up real quick. So Halo Infinite Season 2.
And, like, I don't know, just because it's like it's a long season, it seems slightly like underwhelming. Like, that doesn't mean the game's not going to be fun anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you're getting a little bit less content. I think the thing I'm most disappointed about is, like, the lack of new maps coming. I think it's only like 2 maps, right?
Yep.
I think that's like the biggest thing that can kill a game like that's the longevity.
Yep.
But honestly, that's really the only thing that hurts me, not specifically the 6 months.
I can agree with you on that, like, 100%. Like, honestly, if there were new maps coming, I would be happier with the current state of things. Maps just for at least for me, when multiplayer games add new maps, like, I play for another several months. Like, yeah. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know. It's fresh. And back in Halo 2, Halo 3, when they released those new map packs, like, you saw an insurgence of a resurgence of people come back into the game, and that's what Halo Infinite really needs right now. Okay, I found a better image here. But, with that being said, Season 2, we're getting Catalyst and we're getting Breaker. Breaker's a big team battle map, which looks awesome, and Catalyst is an arena map, which looks awesome. There's a map in Halo 3 that really mimics what Catalyst looks like. On top of that, we're getting some new game modes for in Season 2, King of the Hill, Land Grab, and Last Spartan Standing. I do not think Last Spartan Standing is the Battle Royale mode that Certain Affinity has been working on with Halo Infinite, so I think they're going to be 2 different things, and I think we'll see either Season 3 or Season 4, we will get to see that
The BR.
That BR mode integrated into Halo Infinite. I have such maybe an unpopular opinion on a BR coming to Halo, but again, I'm at a point where I strongly dislike battle royales. I played a lot of them, and a lot of people could probably make the argument, Scroll, you hate battle royales because you suck at them, right? I mean, I don't win very often. I win a few times, right? So maybe that's why I don't like them. But that being said, Halo's never been a BR and I don't want what happened to Vanguard to happen to Halo Infinite Arena, because everybody focused on Warzone instead of the arena in Call of Duty. So I don't know. That's one of those things. But anyway, so we got that coming. We have an interference, so narrative events, multiplayer narrative events, which I'm assuming are going to take the form of like Spartan Ops in Halo 4 and 5. We have interference coming from May 3rd to the 16th, it looks. And then the Alpha Pack, which is coming from July 19th to August 1st. We're obviously getting a brand new Battle Pass, which is great because I maxed out that Battle Pass without paying any money, chat. Hell yeah. There's some new Fracture events, just like the Samurai, the Tenrai event. There will be an Entrenched event. Week 1 is May 24th through the 30th. And then Campaign Network Co-op, the thing everybody has been wanting.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Late August is the target. They're having some big issues with it, which is why I think it's so delayed. But nonetheless, they say it's coming.
Honestly, like, even if it's broken when it comes out, I'll be fine. I think just being able to play it with somebody else is going to be so much.
Open world Halo with friends, dude. And then right in line with that, Campaign Network Co-op is Campaign Mission Replay. That's also late August. Honestly, guys, I think one of the reasons we're seeing these enormous issues is because of the new engine. And like, you had contractors from 343 building this engine, and then they left, and now people are trying to figure out the engine. But I think once the engine, and I've been saying this to a lot of people, Nico, is like Season 3 starts November 8th. So May 3rd to November 7th is Season 2. Another 6-month thing. Not the greatest, but, you know, it's new content, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, people are complaining about it, right? But like, okay, let's make Season 2 3 months. Like you could literally, just because Season 2 is May 3rd to November 7th, we could make Season 2 May 3rd to August 7th, and then Season 3 starts November 8th, and everything's still, all the content stays the same, right? Like, it's just a title, so stop complaining.
And like, I don't know. My thing is like, straight, what the heck? Okay, whatever. I won't mess with it. I forgot. I got all worried about my hat. Oh no, okay, what I was gonna say is that, like, I don't know. I just, like, I don't think that, like, having a slow year, like, first year for a game is necessarily, like, a bad thing. I know it's a completely different deal.
Yeah.
But, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons, for example. Animal Crossing, especially on the 3DS, was known for, like, very regular, like, small little free updates.
Yep.
The entire, like, first year that Animal Crossing came out, there was, like, a bunch of content. The second year, there was nothing. And then the third year, they released, like, an entire DLC that redid, like, half the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you can have that cycle of, like, maybe they're working on that next big game mode. Maybe they are spending a lot of time on that VR and the multiplayer to make sure, like, the multiplayer campaign, to make sure it's good to go.
Yep.
And then once that's straightened down, then that's when we're going to see all the crazy.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you 100%. Like, and that's what, like, everybody's complaining that this launched last year and they've been fixing it this whole time. They're like, oh, year 1 of Halo Infinite was just a beta year, blah blah blah. Like, okay, cool. Like, I have a strong feeling that come Season 3, maybe even Season 4, we'll start to see a regular season cycle of like 3 to 4 months, right? We'll start to see regular season cycles. We'll start to regularly see maps added. Like they're almost like fixing the engine, and once it's all fixed, like then the game starts, right? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, Forge open beta also in September, and Forge is sick because
Forge is big for Halo.
Right, and like I feel like with Forge, we're going to get a custom game browser. I hope, whether that comes Season 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. The custom game browser, you've already seen it being added into MCC, and it's amazing. And then Forge, same thing. Like give the community creativity, and you'll see the game thrive. So I hope to God that we see people come back into these games. And like I said, maybe we'll start to get 3 to 4 maps every season or every 3 or 4 months. But like Season 2, I don't feel like Halo Infinite is there yet. I feel like Halo Infinite will actually, we'll call it a full release, right? Like how Fortnite just called everything a beta for years. We'll see the full release of Halo Infinite maybe come Season 3 or 4. But like I said, Forge open beta, September target. And then season 3, we're going to get a new 100-tier battle pass, new maps, new modes, new sandbox items. This is interesting. Like new guns potentially, like that's really cool. New narrative events, new fracture event, Forge open beta, quality of life improvements, obviously, and then campaign split screen co-op coming in season 3. Now, I'd imagine that once season 3, come season 4, we'll probably, once everything's set in stone, like I keep saying, we'll get regular updates, right? And then maybe we'll start seeing the campaign. Maybe we'll start seeing like campaign DLC drops and stuff like that.
That could be really cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't even really thought about that. Maybe once they get like the multiplayer all set up, they'll be able to do like.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that's what they're doing. Exactly. And I think that's what they're doing is they're working on fleshing out the problems, fixing the engine, or getting it to where they want it. Dude, the only quality of life improvement.
Dude, like a full co-op focused DLC.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Like it's an actual co-op campaign, kind of like how like Halo 3 had like a little more like co-op built into the narrative. I feel like.
Yep. No, I mean 100%. And I have a feeling once they fix this engine, or once they get used to the engine, fix the issues that are currently outstanding with it, like I have a feeling, hopefully the community comes back, right? But I have a feeling that come this time next year, Halo Infinite will be a totally different game and be awesome. You ready for this, Nico? The only quality of life improvement that I want, bring back lobbies. Bring back pregame lobbies, baby. Bring them back.
Honestly, and like I can see that. I can see them doing this turnaround because like if you look at like Master Chief Collection, like I feel like that
great game
has
now.
Such an insane resurgence. Like after it came out on PC, I don't know. It like especially when they added all the Reach stuff and like I don't know. That game is getting like constant improvements, and I think slowly that's gonna kind of be how Infinite.
We'll get it, and like in all that, like you guys have heard what me and Nico have just been saying, like positivity chat. You don't always have to be negative. I can't stand negative gaming Twitter. Like they're games.
It sucks. It just makes me mad.
It does, and it makes me sad. Like be happy with what you have, because life could be a whole lot worse.
You could be a Pokemon fan.
Lulz.
I say as a single tear rolls down my cheek.
All right, so the next few things that I want to go over, I don't know if we're going to be able to hit on all of our stories because we do have to end the show at...
Also, Alex, I hate to break it to you, but you might be frozen.
I'm frozen?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
No, guys, I'm just really good at staying still.
He's doing the mannequin challenge, guys. Everybody bring back the mannequin challenge right now.
Oh my god. How do I fix this? Nico, take it away.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to move on to worst Pokemon spin-offs? I can solo run this one.
Hold on. Let me
Okay. I'll spew some facts about Warzone, I guess, if we want. Do you want me to do a little Warzone moment?
Where'd I go?
Oh, Alex is gone now. He's doing the lights off challenge where you turn your lights off so nobody can see you. Oh, he's back. He's moving. He's making faces.
I'm back, chat. Okay, moving on real quick. The next thing I want to talk about, Season 3 of Warzone. I haven't played Warzone since Nam. However, Warzone Season 3 is here. Let me pull it up real quick.
I just don't know if I can bring myself to care about this game anymore. Sorry about it. I spent way too many hours in this game for it to be as broken and terrible as it is.
You know how Fortnite kind of became like just a cluster F of memes?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Warzone is becoming, and I don't
it's just
like
gross.
it.
Like, I'm an Attack on Titan fan, and I'm a Warzone fan, but I didn't buy that skin set just because of how ugly it is.
I mean, like, what is Godzilla and King Kong doing in Call of Duty?
He's going to be an optional event that you do once to get your weeklies, and then that's it.
What are they doing?
They're fighting.
But why? This is Call of Duty!
You're Godzilla and King Kong, dude.
This is Call of Duty!
Dude, the call of scooping up King Kong's duty.
Warzone is becoming the duty that comes out of King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah,
like, what? Anyway, Season 3, launches when? April 27th, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. ET.
I am excited. Okay, the one thing I will say, I'm excited for the Rebirth Island reworks. I may reinstall this game.
Okay.
To play some new Rebirth Island. Rebirth is very fun. I just got very burnt out on it because it's been the same map forever, and it's a very spawn die game mode.
So speaking of it getting very old, did you hear about Warzone 2?
Warzone 2. Okay, this is what has me excited. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I think if they do Warzone from the ground up and it's not attached to another COD game, I think that has to be the key. I think it has to be a standalone game. Because all of the bullshit with the new game coming out every year and all of the guns being broken in that game so that you buy the game and level them up in multiplayer, it's fucking... Ooh, sorry.
That's okay.
Flipping stupid.
Nico had a potty mouth.
One of the things that made me stop playing this game, it's so frustrating. I don't know. It's just like, make your game balanced. Don't have 300 guns in the game.
It is very frustrating.
Be a good game.
Yeah, and we were just talking about being positive, right? So... it's just funny. But no, so basically, the developers aren't happy with the current state of Warzone and the current engine that it's running on. Infinity Ward's co-studio head, Pat Kelly, admitted that they effed up in the original Warzone as the team is not happy and determined to fix the issues with the game. Fans have criticized the overall stability and lack of content, especially given the install sizes that Infinity Ward even said were effing crazy.
Which I can agree. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to have an 80 gigabyte update literally every single time I want to play the game. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
I mean, I like the fact that Warzone 2, they're saying it's going to have groundbreaking innovations, which I'm very curious what that's going to be like. And then just like a new experience. And I'm positively optimistic about the game, about Warzone 2. I am.
Because, like, I don't know. Like, I loved Warzone, like, honestly, from when it came out through, like, probably, like, this past summer's, like, season. I forget whether it was 3 or 4 that was, like, really balanced and great.
Yep.
But it's just, like, it's just lost itself, I think. I think it's a little bit too big of a game. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff that's broken. Yep. I think a fresh starting point could be good.
Yeah. 100% agree with you, man. And I'll say it all the time, like, oh, I hate Call of Duty. I hate Call of Duty.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's bad because Call of Duty is one of those games that I will hate it, but I will always buy it. I don't know why. Yeah. I'll always buy it, and I just told you guys I don't like battle royales. Like, I personally don't want a battle royale in Halo, but like Warzone was fun for a while, and then it got boring for me. But yeah, I'll play Warzone 2 if it comes out because I like new things. So
yeah.
All right. Speaking of Call of Duty, I wouldn't mind Call of Duty coming on Game Pass so I don't have to spend $60 to play a game for 2 weeks every year, but...
Or pay $60 for a game that came out 10 years ago. That's my big thing.
I hear that. I mean, but, like, yeah, and... shout out to Xbox for acquiring the entire world. But Xbox Game Studios, not much that I want to go over here outside of just the pure fact that I want to just kind of run through all the studios that Xbox has. How many are there? They've got 343. They've got the Coalition. They've got Compulsion Games. They've got Double Fine Productions, The Initiative, InXile Entertainment, Mojang Studios, Mojang Studios, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground Games, Rare, Turn 10 Studios, Undead Labs, World's Edge, and then Xbox Game Studios, the global publishing, brand. And then Bethesda, which has a whole bunch of other studios underneath that. And then Blizzard, which has a whole bunch of Activision, which has a whole bunch of studios under that, dude. Like, I got news for you, PS5 fanboys who constantly badger Xbox. Like, we may be in a lull right now, but we're gonna have a lot.
I started this console generation being like, I'm gonna buy a PS5, and I'm really glad I didn't because it does.
I don't care what anybody says. There's like 3 games that you play on it. I have a PS5, and I've only played like 2 games. Now those 2 games are fantastic, but
But I was just about to say, it's like, if you want games to play the Xbox. Like, and the fact that all of them are on Game Pass is just like...
And PC, like...
And PC, yeah.
I mean, real shit, though. Like, insane. Anyway. Moving on. Going off of that, chat. Sony's kind of been taking a page out of Microsoft's book and is apparently getting more serious about bringing PlayStation games to the PC. That
Good.
I like. That
Yes, please.
I like, chat. Essentially, what started this is Sony is now hiring a senior director of PC planning and strategy for its global gaming office. So that is exciting. You know, the biggest thing that I hate about Sony is the exclusives that you have to own a PlayStation 4. Not just that, but they're always priced. Premium prices, $70, which President Jim Ryan said, oh, well, gamers deserve to pay $70. Like, that's cool beans, bro. But, like, I can just pay a subscription to Xbox Game Pass and get all these games for $10, $15.
You know it's bad when even Nintendo's starting to price drop their games more than Sony is.
Yeah, they did.
Switch Sports, $40 on the eStore.
Love it, baby.
$45 physical. That's a big deal for them.
Yeah. Yo, if Nintendo goes to a subscription service, I'll be happy because
I would lose my mind. Oh my goodness.
Because I hate paying so much money for Nintendo games and PlayStation games. Like, that's old news, baby.
The premium Nintendo Online subscription is getting pretty good, though. Like, I think once they have some more virtual console stuff out, and the fact that all of, like, the major DLCs are now free on, like, on that subscription. Like, you get the Animal Crossing DLC for free, the Mario Kart DLC for free, a bunch of other ones. I think they added a Splatoon DLC the other day. I think that's how, like, Nintendo could really, you know, make a move with stuff like that.
Yeah. And speaking of Nintendo, man, we are on top of these transitions today, baby. Speaking of Nintendo, guys, just how Nico is the NSG Valorant agent. He is also our go-to Pokemon trainer.
Pokemon Master, actually.
Pokemon Master. So, with this, I saw this article, Nico, and I immediately thought of you. 10 worst Pokemon spin-off games. Let's go through the list, shall we?
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
All right. There are obviously a lot of spin-offs. I don't know any of these.
Like
Hey You Pikachu.
Hey You Pikachu. Do you know what this is, Alex?
Dude, you're going to have to go through all this because I have no idea.
I'll explain them all. Hey You Pikachu is this like monstrosity of a game for the N64 where it's like Nintendogs and you have a little microphone and you yell at Pikachu and you tell him to do things, but it's the N64, so Pikachu just cannot hear you very well. And so, like, it's like not even a game. It's like, Pikachu, go get that ball, and he gets the ball and the level's done.
That's
it's
so
like,
dumb.
It's a non-game for sure. It definitely deserves to be on this list.
All right,
Pokemon
next
2,
one.
Also a non-game. Literally less of a game than the last one.
Okay.
You literally just watch like crappy CGI like Pokemon stuff, and there's like a few episodes of the anime bundled in the game for free. Non-game. Next game.
Okay.
Pokemon Ranger, fantastic. Does not deserve to be on this list.
Really? Why? What makes it fantastic?
I don't know. It's just fun. I remember liking it as a kid. You draw like you have to capture the Pokemon with like this thing that they call the styler, and you use the stylus on the DS to draw circles to like capture the Pokemon.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know, kind of boring, repetitive gameplay, but like I remember having a lot of fun with it as a kid. Also, like, I don't know, like these games came out before like Diamond and Pearl even came out on the DS, so they're the first Pokemon games on the 3DS. They look fantastic. They have a really cool style. I mean, you can see it on the screenshot.
I like the top down.
Yeah, honestly, I think that they're very solid. I don't think they're like groundbreaking in any way, but I definitely don't think they deserve to be on this.
All right, doesn't deserve to be on here. Pokemon Rumble.
Okay, Pokemon Rumble started off as like a like $15 WiiWare game, and the first one was really cool and a lot of fun. The rest of them, they turned into like full price like games and didn't really like up the quality. It's just kind of like an arcadey beat 'em up type Pokemon game.
Okay.
And like when they made it a full price game, it just was not good. And I
So
would
it deserves
say
to be on the list.
some of them do. The original does not, I would say.
Okay.
Super Pokemon Rumble deserves to be on the list.
All right.
I've never played it all the way through. Pokemon Dash deserves to be on this list. I think this might have been the first Pokemon game on the DS. This is one of those ones that'll like shred your bottom screen on the DS. Same thing with Pokemon Ranger, but this one is like, it's a racing game.
Yeah.
It's a top-down racing game, and you have to swipe to make your Pokemon. And that's it. That's like all the gameplay there is.
All right. Definitely deserves. Sounds boring
Definitely
just talking
deserves.
about it. Moving on.
Pokedex 3D, not a game even. It's more of an app. It just connects with your like Pokemon Black and White data, and you can see Pokemon in 3D on the 3DS for the first time. It was cool, but like it was free, so like I can't really say it deserves to be on the list. Pokemon Unite.
How is this on the list?
Excuse me. That's I kind of agree with that. Like, I'm not a huge Unite fan, but I definitely don't think that this deserves to be on the list at all.
I thought this was a pretty damn good game.
Like the meta and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think it's fun. I don't think that deserves to be here.
All right.
Okay, Pokemon Masters EX. This is like a gacha game. This is like a money game. I don't know. I'm not a huge gacha games person. My only cool fact about this game is that when they this is like a sequel or expansion to Pokemon Masters, which is like the same game.
Okay.
But they announced Pokemon Masters EX. They made a they made a hashtag on Twitter that was all caps Pokemon Masters EX, but it just looks like Pokemon Master Sex.
Oh God.
So that's honestly my only Pokemon Masters tidbit. I think it's fine. It's a gacha game. If you like gacha games, it's fine. If you don't.
All right.
Magikarp Jump, child game, I guess could probably deserve to be on here. I don't think it's like offensive enough to be on this list. Like, it's not like bad. It's just like a crappy mobile game, I guess. Pokemon Quest.
Okay, this game was butt. I played this game.
So this game is like a really niche like crowd of people that really like it, and I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little boring for me.
All right. There you have it, chat. So out of all these, Nico, there was like two that you said didn't deserve to be on this list. I don't think Pokemon Unite deserves to be on the worst list.
Honestly, like Pokedex 3D, I don't know if it necessarily deserves to be there either. It's like, it's not a game, so I wouldn't really like say it's the worst Pokemon spin-off.
Right. And then Pokemon Ranger, you said.
Yeah, and I haven't played all the Pokemon Rangers games. There's like 3 of them, and I think I've played the first 2. I've heard the third isn't that good, but I think that is like the DS era. They were killing the spin-offs. I think that's like the best era of spin-offs.
All right.
That's why you only saw 1 game from, or I guess 2 games.
Moving on to the next one, chat. In the same Nintendo vein, Nintendo Switch Sports. Wii Sports was one of my favorite things to play. And I've been kind of waiting for this to come out for a long time. Now, I think it's come out a little too far down the road. I don't know if I would get it, you know?
Yeah. If this had come out when the Switch first came out, I would have bought it for sure.
Yeah.
But also, if it came out when the Switch first came out, this would have been a $70 game, which is, I do not think worth it. The fact that they dropped this to $40 is a very good thing, because I don't think a lot of people would have bought this unless it was $40.
Yeah. No, and that's totally fine. I mean, like, I could see spending like $40 on it. I don't know about much more than that though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, the thing is like, Wii Sports was like so cool because it was like right when motion was starting to get crazy. It was a free pack-in, so literally everybody had it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that there's like a little bit less of a market for something like this, and I wish they had done more to like get my attention other than it just being like a mini game compilation of 6.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely an audience for it. Maybe not myself, but you know, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll get it eventually, like if it's on sale or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see myself spending currently $40 on it. Like, yeah. Again, in that same Nintendo vein, our last story of the day, Nintendo postponed Super Mario movie until spring 2023. We had a lot to say about this movie when it first was announced. But that's all I'm going to say. It says that the new release dates for it are April 7th, 2023, and then for North America, and then April 28th for Japan. So.
Nintendo's doing a lot of crazy stuff with dates right now. They had that whole thing come out, I think, last week about like there's like a labor union issue within Nintendo, and so they've been like changing the release dates of so many of their games in like the past week.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. And I doubt this has anything to do with that, but it might even be just for like a reputation sake thing.
Word.
I don't know. I'm excited for this movie. I think it'll be good.
No, I mean, it's actually really insane how popular video game movies are now becoming.
Yeah, well, because I think they're starting to get good now. I think it's like less so like the big man at the movie making factory wanting to make a lot of money, and more so like let's actually make something for fans.
Right.
And that will make money anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the show, chat. That has been Loading Screen episode 144, brought to you by Mavix and Mike and Ike. Few last things I want to say is, with the FTX US, CSGO, Frag 17, and Nerd Street Champs, anybody can sign up. You can be any skill level. Don't have to be amazing. I mean, you don't have to be amazing. You can just pick up a group right now, like me, Nico, Jacob. We could form a team and compete for like prize pots.
$100,000.
Literally. So, yeah, nerdstreet.com. And then go to Summer Champs and or Fragadelphia. So, yeah. That's basically it. Nico, any final words before we depart?
I don't know. I just want to thank you for having me on the show again. I appreciate it.
Thank you for filling in for Jakob.
We'll get Jakob back soon.
Yes, we
back
will.
to your regularly scheduled Jakob.
He might be back next week, I think. I think he's back next week, so that should be fun. But
Yep.
Anyway, guys, that has been Loading Screen episode 144. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. You can catch us here every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on twitch.tv/NerdStreet and youtube.com/NerdStreet. And on the podcast, too. And on podcast, too, which we will be regularly uploading soon. We kind of fell out of the routine of that because we were just really busy with some things. But we're going to get back into that. And yeah, guys, like I said, thank you so much. We will be live again next Tuesday, 11 a.m. right here on Nerd Street, on Nerd Street's channel on Twitch and YouTube. Take care, everybody. Much love, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.